Hello everyone, this is TechBizmo, and welcome back once again to another video. I have a quick disclaimer and an apology. I currently have a cold while filming this video, so that's why my voice sounds a little bit silly, a little bit funny in this video. Just just to let you guys know, I am a little sick. I do have a cold, but I thought the show must go on. Let's make this review anyway because for Christmas, I did indeed receive the Dell Latitude E7470, and I thought today I would do a quick little overview of, the body of the machine and, quick little overview of the specifications and all that stuff. So, let's go ahead and get started. On Christmas Day, I received this Dell Latitude E7470. It's a very, very nice laptop. I have been impressed with this machine altogether. Not really disappointed at all because it's exactly how I had expected it to be. So you guys can just see a quick little look around the body of the device. Let's just go over and talk about this laptop. We'll also look into the BIOS settings and stuff later on. Anyways, so again, this is a Dell Latitude E7470. I received this for Christmas. It has a Intel Core i5-6300U CPU, and I'm not sure what that is clocked at. That might be a 2.4 gigahertz processor. I do know that's a 6th generation processor. What is that? Skylake, I believe. Yeah, I believe the 6th generation processors are Skylake. I will correct myself if I'm wrong. Yeah, this has the Intel Core i5-6300U CPU, as well as 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM running at 2133 megahertz on each DIMM. So this is running at dual channel, one 8 gig and then another 8 gig, both running at dual channel. So it's very, very nice. Enough for what I need in a business machine. Of course, as I said, actually I didn't say this. This is a business laptop, so, you're not going to expect, super awesome gaming performance. Obviously, the Core i5-6300U is an outdated CPU by a couple of years, and, this doesn't have dedicated graphics or anything like that, which unfortunately is something I had at least wished to see, as I saw that on the Latitude E7450 that I got a couple years back. Anyways, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM running at 2133 megahertz on both DIMMs. And then we have a 128 gigabyte M.2 solid state drive. You actually can configure these with non-volatile memory express, or it might just be a PCI Express SSDs. I believe NVMe are PCIe SSDs. Again, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. Anyways, the point is you can configure these with PCI Express SSDs. You could throw a PCI Express SSD in that that M.2 slot. And obviously, since I told you guys this does not have any dedicated graphics options, this is running the Intel UHD, no, I apologize, the Intel HD 520 graphics. With 8 gigabytes of video RAM, because it's using half of your standard RAM, your system memory. Anyways, I think that is pretty much it. Again, it's running 128 gigabytes of solid-state storage. That's not much. However, that is enough for what I need in my business device. I have some other devices, for example, my HP Envy X360, which has a 256 gigabyte NVMe SSD that runs much faster than standard M.2 SATA SSDs, which I believe you can configure them with NVMe. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. But my HP Envy X360 is more of a home use laptop, which does have slightly better, or actually significantly better specifications than this machine right here. Anyways, enough about the HP Envy. This also has a 2560 by 1440 touchscreen display, so that is a 2K touchscreen display, and it's got the glossy glass finish on the display. But we'll open it up in a minute, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So here we have this sort of carbon fiber design. I really am a fan of this carbon fiber design. You know, it feels really well built in the hand. It feels like a very premium device. You guys can see there's some of my fingerprints there on the device as well. The overall condition of the device, it's not too bad. I'd say about B minus, something around along those lines. You can see you've got some like jagged edges here because the previous user had, you know, dropped it a few times or something. Anyways, let's go over the laptop. So on the left side of the laptop, we have a Kensington lock. We have the ventilations. This is where the fan blows air out to. It blows air through the heatsink to cool down the CPU. We have our SD card reader. Over on the front of the laptop, we have nothing except for our LED indicators as well as our speakers. So this is our front bottom firing speakers. They're not great, but you know, they're good enough for a business laptop, good enough for what I need in a business machine, because you know this is going to be the computer I'll be traveling with and or you know, taking on vacation or whatever. Or just taking to school in general. Yeah, we have our LED indicators once again. Over on the right side of the device, we have a headphone microphone jack combo, so that is a headset jack. A 3.5 millimeter jack, that is. A SD card reader. This is supposed to be filled in with a blank, but that is not there at the moment. We have a USB 3.0, and we have our SIM card reader, because this is the cellular version, I believe is what they call it, not sure. Anyways, over on the back of the device, you see we've got an Ethernet jack, we've got an HDMI, we have a mini DisplayPort. I have some mini DisplayPort adapters, so it's very nice to have. I like the mini size DisplayPort. I think it actually looks better, and I believe structurally it's not as good as the regular DisplayPorts ports, but you know, mini DisplayPort works well. It's fine. Then on the back we have two USB 3.0s. You guys can see there. We have our DC jack where we charge our laptop, obviously. And then, yep, here's this carbon fiber finish. Let me see if I could show you guys there. You guys can see there. We've got a lot of fingerprints here, but just take my word for it, guys. It looks super nice once it's nice and cleaned. I actually cleaned this a few days ago. I cleaned it the day I got it. It actually came pretty clean. I was surprised in the condition it came. It came pretty clean, but I decided to clean it more myself. Anyways, let's flip over the device, and over on the back, or at the bottom of the device, we've got our docking station port here. So that is where you set it into a ePort docking station. I love those ePort docking stations. That's the main reason I asked for this. As opposed to, you know, the Latitude 7480, because 7480 does not have docking station support. Then we have our ventilations. This is where, you know, the intake is, where the heatsink fan sucks in air. We have just some more ventilation areas here. Obviously our bottom speakers right there. We have our Windows 10, our Windows Pro sticker there. Currently this is running Windows 10 Pro. It did come with a Pro license, so that's very, very nice. And then we have our information stickers there. Anyways, yeah, we've also got these hard plastic feet. I actually do prefer these as opposed to the hard rubber feet. Not exactly sure why, or the soft rubber feet. I prefer the hard plastic feet as opposed to the soft rubber feet. And the reason why is because, you know, I like being able to sort of slide around the computer if I need to without having to, you know, pick it up and place it. I can just go like that if it's on a hard surface, which is very, very nice, in my opinion anyways. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and review the inside of the device. Let's go ahead and open the screen up right here. Make it so you guys can see the display as well as the keyboard and palm rest. So you guys can see here, this is the glossy screen that I was talking about. You can see it looks very, very nice. It's very reflective. However, I do like these reflective displays. I think they just look much nicer, opposing the matte displays. We have our lovely standard Latitude keyboard. It sounds very, very nice. It looks very nice. I just love the design of this, the overall design of this laptop, the interior, exterior. all of that sort of stuff. We have a very nice trackpad. We have our dual pointing stick here, so we've got our buttons as well as our little nub there, and our regular trackpad buttons. Here's the display. So this is, again, a 2560 by 1440 resolution display. It's a very, very nice display. Definitely a fan of that screen because it just looks so nice, and it's, you know, gets really bright as well. I believe it's only 270 nits. However, it definitely looks like it is more to my eye anyway. We're gonna go ahead and boot up the laptop. So once again, actually, we'll first boot up into BIOS, and then later on we'll take a look in Windows. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This is running Windows 10 Pro at the moment. Later on, I will be installing some sort of Linux distribution on here because that is what I had initially planned to run on here, and that's still what I plan to run on here because Linux runs really well on these Latitude machines, and I'm just a fan of the Linux operating system in general. Here, you guys can see all of our system information, our system specifications, 16 gigabytes of RAM, running at 2133 megahertz. Of course, that's 2133 megahertz for each DIMM, so what would that be? That would be like 4266 megahertz altogether. So, very nice. Of course, if it was running at single channel, it would just be that, it would just be 2133 megahertz. So, very nice, but also pretty basic, but mostly very nice to me. This did come with a excellent battery, so the battery is in excellent condition. You guys can see there. Current state of it is charging, or discharging, I apologize. You guys can see the keyboard there. I will see if I can turn off the lights and give you guys a little look at the keyboard in the dark. Yeah, that's enough look at the BIOS. We don't really need to go into too far into detail with that. Anyways, let's why not? Let's shut off our lights. Alrighty, now that we have the lights off, we're going to go ahead and boot up this machine. So you guys can get a look at the backlit keyboard. There we go. Yeah, you guys can see just how bright that keyboard does get. You guys can see there. It's very, very effective. I'm not a blind typer, so that's very nice to have for someone like me. And here we are in Windows. You guys can see how quickly that booted up. I believe that that's even faster than my HP Envy booting up on its NVMe SSD. But anyways, you guys can see here, we are in Windows 10. And yeah, this is Windows 10 Professional, I believe 2004. Yeah, build 2004. Yeah, you guys can see it's just a very, very nice laptop in general. Very nice machine. Alrighty, I guess that's enough look at the Windows operating system. We're just going to go ahead and shut this down for now so I can show you guys the design of the inside design. So you guys can see that. Looks very, very nice. I love the trackpad. I just love everything about this machine, of course. You guys can see we've got this sort of metallic hinge designs. This is just the hinge covers, of course, but I've always been a fan of this metallic design here. I was quite sad when they got rid of that in the 7480. I am a fan of this laptop mostly because it is like the same overall design of the previous generation one, the Latitude E7450. Now that one was a little bit thinner, I believe. You know, it had a little bit of a tapered design where here it was thick and then here it got a little thinner. Yeah, and this one actually just feels like it's built better than the Latitude E7450. Like, I used to be able to flex the palm rest on the E7450 quite a lot. Of course, I'm on a bed right now, so you guys can't really see how it holds up, but it's very, very nice, and it doesn't give you, like, you know, a clicky sound like it did on the E7450. This is just a much better design, much better build in my opinion. Yeah, it's just I believe a plastic cover, but it actually does contribute to structural integrity pretty significantly. So I was surprised when I took off the cover. It was still, you know, pretty rigid. However, there was some structural integrity lost when I did take off the bottom cover, which is how a lot of manufacturers do that anyways. You know, that's how Apple tends to do it too. We're not going to talk about Apple. I don't like Apple. You can see our black Dell logo. On the E7450, it was sort of a gray finish, but I am a fan of the black logo on black. I think it does look super nice. On the on the 7480, it's a completely like silvered Dell logo, but I do think I prefer this, especially with the design we've got here. I just think it looks good. Alrighty then, guys, that is pretty much it. That is the end of my overview of the Dell Latitude E7470. Again, very, very nice laptop. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and once again, just leave a comment, and feel free to subscribe to my channel for more videos on this laptop, as well as other laptops, other computers. Alrighty, guys, yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching.